Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Hannah and today we are making my stunning Twisted Peppermint soap. I tried to make a candy cane soap last year and ultimately failed twice, which I'll show you those photos in just a minute, but this year I had such an amazing glow up and I am so happy with it. I'm so proud of myself because even though this soap took a really long time, I had patience and it turned out amazing. So let me show you guys what last year's soap looked like. So this was the top of one of the soaps. Looks pretty nice from this angle, but this is what it looked like on the inside. Not so nice, and my photos were terrible back then. And this was the first try of doing layers, but I realized I screwed the layers up, so I tried to do like a little bit of like a weird swirl in there to try and make it not look like I screwed the layers up. I was very self-conscious about my soaps back then because it was only my second release. I really wanted to make sure that they looked good, and I failed epically. So this year I decided I was going to give it another try. I have learned a lot in my last year and a half of soaping, and I very much so delivered on this beautiful and stunning soap. So I'm really excited to show you guys. This is a layer soap. I'm doing 5 different layers. I'm starting with red and alternating blue, listen to me, alternating white and red as I go along. I'm only going to show you the pour of half, and I'm going to kind of speed up the layers because as is, this video is a little bit on the longer side, and I know everybody lives pretty busy lives. I am so excited, and if you are following along, you probably already know this, but if you're new and you're curious on whether or not you can get your hands on this soap, you will be able to, and the date of it is going to be November 13th. It's a Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I am so excited, and I also am very, very excited to announce that I am going to be shipping to Canada, hopefully, for the first time ever. I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully it all works out like the way it's supposed to, fingers crossed, but that is hopefully going to happen for the holiday release. The fragrance or the scent of this soap is Twisted Peppermint. It is a Bath & Body Works dupe. I got this one from Aztec Candles. As a lot of you probably already know by now, I purchased a lot of Bath & Body Works dupes this year for this holiday release because I had so much fun with them for the fall release. I wanted to continue with them. And I'm really happy that I did. All of the scents I've actually fallen in love with now that I've made products with them. I started wrapping up my bath bombs and my bubble bars, which is really exciting. I finished all of the bases yesterday, so I wanted to get packaging because I don't have any other room until I start bringing stuff to storage to sit until next week when everything goes live. It is blowing my mind that the holiday release is already here. I still don't know how I'm going to get everything done, but I'm going to do my absolute best to do so. This soap was not only a test of my patience, but also a test of this fragrance oil and my ability to layer things properly. I decided to measure everything out, so like I only did one soap layer at a time. I didn't do both of the layers for both loaves of the soap at once because I really wanted to make sure that these lines were as straight as possible. If you've ever heard of Holly from Missouri River Soap, she is absolutely amazing, and she has some of the crispiest lines, crispiest? I don't know what the word is. You guys get what I'm trying to say. But like the straightest lines in a soap that I've ever seen before. You'll also notice that I poured fragrance oil in the red, and that is because I only scented the red of this soap, and the reason for that is because I was worried that the white was going to discolor, and I had so much on the line to redeem myself from last year. I wanted to make sure there was no discoloration. So only the red part of this soap is fragranced, which it still smells amazing. I'm really obsessed with it, and I'm really excited to hear what you guys think of it. But yeah, so anyway, back to Holly. If you have ever heard of her or haven't already checked her out, I purchased one of her peppermint soaps last year. The lines were incredible, and I'm like, gosh, I really have to get this down. So I've been playing around with straight lines over the course of the last year and a half, but this was really the test. This was everything that I had been, studying up for and preparing and testing and all of that stuff, and I'm very, very happy with the results, which you guys will see shortly. I also wanted to say, if you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. We just hit 1,100 followers here on the channel, which is absolutely amazing. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like button. It is free and it helps the video out a ton so that more people can see it and more people can fall in love with Mountain View soap, of course. I also wanted to give you guys a question of the day. The question of the day today, I'm thinking of it on the fly. I already asked you guys when you put your Christmas tree up. I put my Christmas tree up on Halloween. If you missed my Holly Jolly video, I'll pop a card on screen for you now so that you can go check it out. I think my question for you today is going to be, what is your favorite holiday dessert? I do have like a cookie scent coming up in the future, but it's going to be after the release. So I'm curious to know what you guys are eating for the holidays now, so that I can get my holiday cooking going on and my baking. So let me know what your favorite holiday dessert is. Honestly, for me, I don't know if I even have one, which seems really crazy. I love baking holiday cookies with my family. That's really exciting. But I don't really have like a favorite cookie. I like them all except for like Snickerdoodle. And I don't really like the taste of gingerbread either, but I like making them. This year, I'm actually going to be doing a lot of fun things, especially on the YouTube channel. So coming up after the after the holiday release videos, I'm still in fall, but after the holiday release videos go up, I am going to be doing the 12 days of soap mist, which I'm really excited about, and I'm going to be doing a couple different things, you know, making cloud slime, making lip balms for the first time, just a couple of different things on the channel to kind of have fun with it for me, make a couple Christmas presents, and also do something that's exciting for you guys as well, so you get a little bit of a taste of what else could potentially come on the channel if you are interested. So if you have any ideas for types of videos that you would like to see, please let me know. I don't want to share what I already have planned because I kind of want to keep it a surprise for you guys. Let me know if you have any suggestions or anything like that, and I will do my best to get them up for you. Also, how satisfying is that super like perfect top of this red? I am obsessed with it. That's why I did it in like normal speed, because it was just so beautiful. I am piping with my favorite piping tip. I got this piping tip in the Royalty Soaps Frosting Club box, or however you say it, whatever it's called. And it's one of my favorites. I love it. The frosting set up beautifully. It was just overall a really perfect day to do soaping. You'll notice when I cut this soap, I actually made this soap and the hot chocolate soap at the same time. If you haven't already seen the hot chocolate soap, I'll pop that card on screen now for you so you can check that out when this video is done. And I also want to thank everyone so much for your support with everything that I've been doing. All of your comments, I am getting to them, I promise. I am very slow on responding to everything lately, including on Instagram. I have had a couple reels go viral, and I've missed just about every single comment that's possible that I've had on my posts. I've missed them because I wake up every single morning and it's like 200 likes here, 100 likes here, which is awesome, and I'm so happy about it, but it's kind of making it hard for me to connect with you guys, which I think is really interesting. And also one of the things that people don't always think about, like, I've always wanted to go viral. I've been, for the last couple months, looking at my reels and being like, oh my goodness, I keep getting the same number of views and plays and all of that stuff, and I'm never going to have one go viral. And then all of a sudden I did, and then I had another one, and then another one. And it's just kind of been like a harsh realization of all of the good and bad things that can come from going viral on social media. You're probably wondering what I am putting on right now. This is called Holly Days from the Good Glitter. I'll show you a little bit of a close-up here in just a second so you can see what it looks like. You can also use code Mountain View Soap for 10% off your purchase. And if you would like, they have a holiday blend sampler pack, or like a pack that you can buy all of the holiday colors all together. You will see that I used their glitter on a lot of the soaps for the holiday collection because it looks so beautiful, and I am obsessed with the way that this top looks. These candy canes are made out of soap dough. I twisted them myself. They're probably one of the easiest things to make. They're just very time consuming. I actually made some extra ones so that I can make a little twisted peppermint candy cane wax melt mix, hint hint, coming up very soon. I don't know if I'll be able to make a video on it because I am down to the wire. I have less than a week and a half left to finish making all of the stuff that I have to make. And it is definitely a little scary. I'm a little nervous about all of this stuff. Here's a good look of what those candy canes look like on the soap. You'll see some of the similarities between the soaps that I made last year and the soaps that I made this year. I really wanted the design to not only be a little bit different and more grown up, but also have it executed properly. These sprinkles are from Fancy Sprinkles. Fun fact, this is the first time that I am ever using sprinkles on a soap. Here's a little slow-mo for you so you can see what it looks like before we cut it together. I have waited until now to use sprinkles on soap, mainly just because they can tend to bleed in the soap and not make it look super nice, but I took a chance and honestly, guys, I'm a big fan. So let's go ahead and cut this soap so you can see what these lines look like on the inside. I know you have been waiting just like me. I am so stinking obsessed with this soap. I posted it on my Instagram a couple days after I had made it and cut it, and the response was incredibly overwhelming. Everybody loved it, and I'm so excited to give you guys a taste of this bar when they go live next Saturday. So here is what the bar looks like on the inside. The lines are super straight, even though they're not like totally even. They're a little bit on the wonky side, but they're still straighter than last year, and they look awesome. I am so proud of myself when it comes to this soap, and I am so happy with the way that it looks. The fragrance oil performed perfectly, other than the fact that I didn't know that it actually doesn't discolor. I'll know that for next year, though, when I bring this soap back, because both the hot chocolate soap, which you can see on the bottom right-hand corner there, and this soap will be making a comeback. Along with quite a few other soaps from this release, I'll be making a comeback with. Speaking of releases, I would love to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on next year because I am changing things up drastically. After I chat with you about this really quickly, I will send you on your way and I will give you a little bit of an update for what's going up on the channel on Sunday because we will have a new video going up then. So for next year, I am going to be doing things a little bit differently. This year, I was pretty wonky with the way that I decided I was going to do all of the releases. So I tried to do it month to month. It didn't really work well for me. The soaps that I make are so intense that I just don't have enough time to execute it properly while also kind of doing the things that I want to do, if that makes sense. So rather than not executing it properly, I've decided to do bi-monthly or every other month releases. So I'm only going to do 6 releases next year. I will be keeping the releases for the holiday and for the fall collection 100% the same. They'll be in September and November. And then the other 4 releases will be in different months throughout the rest of the year. I'm still figuring out the exact months, but I'm very, very excited for what's to come. I'm also updating the scrub and butter jars yet again because my supplier is kind of like screwing me a little bit. They do not want me purchasing their jars anymore, so I need to find something else to use. So I am going to be doing 8-ounce jars. And not only that, but I'm really excited to be able to offer only a very small price increase, which is not only really good for you guys, but I've always tried to make my products affordable, and I don't really want to be somebody that charges, $25 for a jar of scrub. I want to have affordable options for people to try, and with that in mind, I will also be including a new 2-ounce purchase option for the scrubs and butters, so you can test them out before you try and buy a big jar of it. I do want to mention, though, that the 2-ounce jars will probably not be available until 2022, but this will be the final release that they will not be available. Okay, so I haven't officially figured out what I want to put up on the channel for next week yet, but I believe it's going to either be the Grinch or my gnome soap. So stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for watching to this point. I will see you guys here on Sunday. All right, bye.